Okay, hi. So this is going to be for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Go ahead and take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to go ahead and talk about some astrological events, then I'm going to go ahead and get into the reading. But currently, the sun just moved into Libra a couple days ago, finally out of Virgo season. I definitely felt it. I felt the shift, and I'd have to say, once I really got into astrology and I've started studying like what it feels like to be in different energies of the signs, I start to develop a new respect for them and how they are and how they communicate or how they act or things that they go through. And I can say that during this past Virgo season, I have a new respect for Virgos and things that they go through. But the sun just moved into Libra, and the sun moved into Libra, and the moon also moved into Libra, and the moon is conjunct the sun, conjunct Mercury, and conjunct Venus. So kind of feeling like a break free, kind of feeling freedom. Maybe you weren't dealing with issues that you were dealing with a couple weeks ago. You're starting to get back to doing what you love, loving yourself, loving things around you, maybe dropping negative energies, judgment towards people. Like I just said, new respect for Virgos. I've always loved Virgos, but my brother's a Virgo. And yeah, I'm just not gonna get into that. But Mercury and the moon are in opposition of Neptune. So during this time, you might just feel kind of out of it. I know, like I think it was Thursday or Friday this past week, I felt like the day I was just out of it. Just like I was there, but I wasn't really there. Maybe you'll wake up just completely confused. I know this past weekend, I went to bed at like 9:30 every night, and I'll wake up confused as shit. Like, what just happened? I don't even remember falling asleep. So that's pretty normal with these planets being in opposition of Neptune. But on Monday, tomorrow, Saturn is going to be very visible. Apparently, it's not going to be this visible for another 150 years. It's a pretty rare event. So tomorrow, definitely go take a look in the sky. You'll be able to see Jupiter. It's going to look like this. It's going to be right there. It's going to be kind of like how Mercury is the closest planet to Earth. That's kind of how it's going to look with Jupiter. So be on the lookout for that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle my music. My phone will load. I don't know, technology, I feel like this week has been the worst. Out of whole retrograde, I've seen shit just like fucking up everywhere. Even in church day, they were having technology issues. So that could still be playing a role in people's day-to-day activities. Lion King by Gene Aiko. Could be something here about a Pisces placement. But this could be how you're feeling, okay? How I was talking about Neptune, Pisces is ruled by Neptune. So Pisces, just the sign and the planet could have a major effect on everyday life right now. So it could be something to look into and how it affects your birth chart. So you just go around breaking hearts just to see what is inside. Go around stealing them, feeding them to your pride. Did you ever stop and think that I might really need that to stay alive? I think relationships could be tested right now. I think this retrograde is going to be it's going to be a challenge for relationships, okay? If you can't live without somebody, that could be why something's breaking apart. To realize self-worth, self-confidence here, okay? You'll never know a good thing. You never know. You will never know. Not seeing what's right in front of you, maybe seeing brighter sides of things outside of relationships, maybe breaking free from something that has kept you maybe like trapped for a really long time where you didn't know what to do, feel, or say, or how to move. And maybe someone's getting this clarity of how to move now and what they really want in life, and they're going towards it. How I was talking about the moon conjunct the sun, Mercury, and Venus, where things are just starting to make sense in someone's life, what path they're going down, and now they're waiting for the change to actually happen. There could be something here about patience, where you're wanting something, you're waiting to hear about something, wanting the change to happen right now, and it's not happening fast enough, and you're starting to get anxiety and worry about it, but maybe now you're just starting to see that that's okay, and you're just going with the flow, allowing things to happen as they happen. I'm gonna go ahead and start shuffling. I'm like out of breath. I feel like I'm a little rusty. I didn't do readings last week. I just taken a break and really trying to focus on my next move, and I think it's a lot of people are doing, slowly but surely coming to the surface. Woo. Yep. Movement, choices, and decisions. Discontent and boredom in the reverse. And love begins. Kind of like how I was saying. All these things in front of you. all of these things in front of you. This could be where you're going next in your career, what you're doing in your love life, family life, and what you're abandoning. What are you leaving behind? What are you sacrificing for the next thing? Number one, the next new beginning, the next thing you pour yourself into, loving yourself, loving other people, loving your job. What's next? Someone could have been like a non-motivated energy for a really long time. Okay, maybe bored, discontent with anything and everything. Or maybe that's what someone's slowly stepping into now and realizing they need to make that change. But I think someone's starting to really start to take that action rather than just thinking about what you want to do, like putting your word where your money where your mouth is, saying you're going to do X, Y, and Z, but you're like, you know what, I need to fucking do it. I gotta stop talking about it. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to do it. But you're still in this anxiety. I'm feeling anxiety. Where did my cards go? Oh, they're on the ground. This can also be a relationship. How I was saying, like, a lot of relationships are being tested during this time. Friendships and love-like relationships, okay? Where someone might feel like they want to explore. This Lion King song where someone doesn't want to be bound or kept away from things anymore. And so they're walking away from a certain situation. Something about someone hating intuition. Someone can feel someone silently or loudly around other people, but them not hearing it. Hearing someone angry about their choices and decisions, like not agreeing with it. Like you wanting to do something and them being like, well, wait a minute. That's not a good choice. That's not a good movement or decision. And I feel like someone is not allowing anyone to tell them where they want to go with their life at all, whether this be family, friends, relationships, someone you might have been with for a really long time, okay? And you're no longer allowing them to keep you trapped in fear. But this can also be something that is nerving. Feels nervous to do so, like breaking free, going out and doing something that's going to completely change your life, your morals, your mindsets. And it's scary doing it. But someone doesn't want to live in discontent and boredom anymore, doing the same things, living in the same area. I'm getting that someone may be moving, like states, maybe even across the country. Overseas, anyway. Oceans. Light. And someone doesn't know about this yet. They're keeping it hidden. Okay, this could be hidden from their family, hidden because they're going to try to stop them. They're going to try to put obstacles in their path. So they're keeping it hidden from someone that loves them deeply. I'm getting something here about a water sign. I don't deserve you. This can also be someone from your past who's thinking about trying to chase you wherever you may be. You could have moved. You could have just cut someone off. And they're thinking about oceans, like crossing oceans to be with you, if that makes sense. By mistake. Someone could have found something out by mistake. Be careful of kiss and tell energy. Catch me. If I fell, would you catch me? If don't, say yes. Because I know if you did, it's a goddamn lie, but you say it with your chest. And I confess that I feel less and less of myself each day, and I'm dealing with stress. It's like someone's choices to be free. How I was talking about the moon in conjunct with the sun, Mercury, and Venus. They're like slowly starting to be on the same page. Like their heart and their mind are starting to be on the same page. And it's affecting someone else's life, like putting their life on hold. And they're upset about it. They're extremely depressed that someone has movement choices and decisions outside of them. And they're extremely depressed and anxious about it. Step outside. Stay by the sun, go outside. If someone's been isolating, they're starting to get out in the sun more. Could have went out to the ocean or beach this weekend or pool type events. I don't deserve you again. There could be a situation here of how a relationship actually started. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Something was based on a lie or built upon a lie of whatever, like whether this is how they lied about their character or who they really were, or masked just to be friends with you or be in a relationship with you. And that is why Spirit is saying this person's going through X, Y, and Z, and why this person doesn't deserve you or to be along on the journey is because of some type of lie or something that someone does not know about. Okay? Road not traveled, sometimes the best left behind. What did I say? Flood, wreck us. Which, where I am in Florida right now, there's like a percentage that we might get hit by hurricanes. So just be careful by flood. This can also be about emotions being like overflowing, like erupting, okay? Anger, because someone has no control over any of these choices and decisions anymore. Please notice. Don't you know how in love with you I am? I'm getting two different energies here. Someone's trying to leave, and someone who's currently maybe with someone or something starting, and they want you to know how in love they are with you, and they're gonna be by your side. Someone who deserves to be by your side, and there's someone that doesn't, but wants to be along for the ride. April. This could be a Taurus placement, okay? Who else is in April? Fuck. I can't even fucking think right now. Damn, that's sad. I'm also getting Spirit is asking you to look at your life. I mean, I even freaking did this today in church. It's fucking crazy. Where I have this journal of when I started going to church until now. So it's like from the end of March up until now, all of these notes. If you've done that, look at it. Or look back at how your life has changed so much from April. And talk about how maybe spirituality or God has really changed your life. Because talking about it creates more believers. It creates love and happiness in people who don't have hope anymore. If I fell, would you catch me? I'm also getting someone who may be falling in faith, okay, questioning God because of certain things that have taken place in their life. They're like, how am I supposed to believe in God when I've gone through X, Y, and Z? Is he even really real? Is he even really real? Questioning things. So there's two sides. One of what is God has done in their life, and two, being away from their beliefs or spirituality, what has changed without being close to God or a higher power or whatever you believe in, okay? I think about you 24/7. Help. Dirty shoes. What's the motive? Steady, try to find the motive. I'm getting someone might be getting locked up here for something that they did that someone doesn't know about. I keep on writing a sequel to stories I know are not there. Advice. You have a way with words. Your silence is a curse. You always seem to bring me down. I'm also hearing like someone questioning why they brought someone in their life. Like someone thought that it was like a gift from the higher powers. And it ended up being like the sequel of just pain. And they're questioning spirituality and God. Like, why would he do this to me? Why would they do that to me? And why are they not protecting me? That I know are not there. How I was talking about Mercury and the moon being in opposition of Neptune, okay? Living in this false reality where now maybe it's hard to face reality. There is a song that I downloaded the other day off of, you can discover new artists on Spotify. Listen to it. It's called Hard to Face Reality. And I feel like maybe that's what's happening now, and things are starting to really be great for someone, and it's also like starting to dissolve for someone where they're confused. They don't know. Maybe they're trying to get advice from others. Maybe their pride and ego in the beginning didn't allow them to take advice. Or maybe they took advice from people they should never have taken advice from. Something about sheep's clothing. False prophets. Surrounding yourself with certain energies that have put you in a place of karmic relationship, karmic paths. So it's like you'll have to go down these certain routes and feelings and emotions to get hurt to learn certain lessons. And I feel like that's what someone is currently going through, and they're having a really hard time trying to accept this, how to understand it. Someone here, base chakra, they need to get more grounded, and this could be about a Pisces placement because Kalani is a Pisces, okay? take your own advice. It's like maybe someone has been I'm getting someone watching tarot videos or going on Twitter and trying to look up all of these messages. Take your own advice and listen what's around you. Stop listening to other people. And I struggled with that in the very beginning when I started doing like a light worker and doing spirituality and stuff. Like I would look up to people to find that advice to help me because I didn't trust myself. The first step is trusting yourself, understanding that someone was placed in your life to teach you a lesson, and it's going to make you stronger and better so you can give advice and also be able to take your own advice. There could be someone here who speaks about maybe bettering yourself or how to live, but doesn't practice what they preach. Take your own advice. That's why something has ended the way that it has. I'm going to do one more of these and then I'm going to be done. Beautiful mistakes. Something about the past will not take the L. Someone needs to really reevaluate how they're letting certain things affect them, because it doesn't ever, I mean, like we're going through a really hard time. It feels like that's like the end all be all, like that's it. But it gets better. It gets harder before it gets better. And I've learned that the hard way consistently, and I still do. That's what someone needs to understand here, okay? Maybe be around your animals more. Really get in touch with your emotions and stop worrying about everyone else, but just focus on you. So you don't need someone to catch you. Love you in my mind. No, I can't do this. No, not today. Can I just love you in my heart, love you in my mind? Do I have to say? How are you going to fix this? It's like as someone looking for answers everywhere else instead of within themselves. And that's what I'm getting, whether this is you or someone you're dealing with, or why something is ending, or why the path is not you'll get somewhere and then maybe the path you get bored with it, or it doesn't light you up inside anymore. It's because there's something inside that someone really needs to look at. She's a runner, she's a track star, or why someone abandons things halfway through without seeing it through. With you, I need you, boo. I was talking about last week about, I think it was the moon conjunct Chiron, where there could have been these past 2 weeks, a lot of memories coming up, thinking about the past, maybe asking themselves why they didn't see it through. How are they going to fix this? They can't stop thinking about maybe what they did to destroy something, or how they got a relationship to start to begin with. Were you being your true authentic self? Was it built on lies, or was it built on trust? That's what someone needs to look at. That's what someone needs to look at. And trust within themselves and stop looking for answers everywhere else. Stop looking for them, because you won't find them. This was also really big in church today. People ask all these questions or look for the answers to things with not wanting to accept what they might be, like not preparing themselves for the truth. Why are you looking for the answers? Do you really want to know? Are you prepared to hear it? Are you? This could be someone not wanting to say something to someone because they don't want to hurt you, but yet someone's prying them for the answers, if that makes sense. Stop asking for questions, stop looking for them, and just look within. Look within. I'm going to go ahead and do these. Sorry, I'm trying to separate these. Okay. Anything here for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? Adjustments are required. And I think I think today is the new moon, or it was last night, okay? What needs to change? I was talking about looking within yourself rather than looking for advice from others, taking advice from people who you know shouldn't be giving you advice because maybe they've never gone through those types of things or have any knowledge on the situation. People can have a lot of knowledge about a situation, maybe be smart in scripture or smart in other areas, but not believe what they're saying, have never taken those steps to change their life or better themselves that way, but preach about it. That could be something to look into. Luck is on your side. Could be something here about Sagittarius placement. Hold your vision. And be aware of the people who maybe from the past who try to make amends or want to be on your side because you've done the work, have the luck, you hold your vision, and you're about to take off with this accelerated motion underneath this. You're about to take off into the path that you're meant to go down. So be aware of people only wanting to be around your energy because luck is on your side, because you're winning, because you've taken your own advice and you've fixed those internal things that other people cannot fix, or understand what might be wrong within themselves rather than blaming everyone else around them, if that makes sense. Sorry, I'm like going on a rant, but I feel passionate about this reading. Enjoy success and happiness. Look towards the sun because it's coming. And see your seeds grow. This could be something happening around the spring with the April card coming out, okay, where you might be taking off, okay? Whatever you've worked really hard towards, it's going to bloom, and you're going to, and I don't even know how, I'm just like getting emotional about it. Someone's life is about to take off. And all of this in the past, the dirty shoes, the feeling bad, it's just, this is where they're at. Seeing their seeds grow and chasing the sun. Chasing the sun. Okay?